Okay. Any doubts? This? Suresh and Sheikh, any doubts on yesterday's show? Okay, fine. So let me share my screen. Okay, right. So yesterday, just I explained like what is the mean by ADA calculation. So when you will come to definition wise, right? ADA calculation is nothing but a temporary calculation which we are going to create in a sheet level. Okay, so this ADA calculation is going to be available only to that particular sheet. It is not going to be, we can say it is not reusable field. Okay, so how we can create, you can double click on it either in row shelf or column shelf or marks card. Okay, so you can create in these three areas, right? Fine. Are you guys clear, right? So regarding these ADA calculations, what is the mean by ADA calculation? Okay, fine. So now, yesterday we have learned like basic calculations. Under basic calculations, we are having row level calculations and aggregation level calculations. And another type of calculation is LOD calculations. LOD means level of detail. And in level of detail, we are having three functions. One is a fixed LOD, include and exclude. Okay. Now coming to the third type of calculation, that is a table calculation. Okay, a table calculation. Now let me create a one simple thing. Okay, just I am going to drag category. Okay, and also I am going to drag the sales or profit. Sales, let me drag the sales. Now here you can say this is a one text table, right? Simple. This is a one text table. Now, for example, now I want to display the data yearly. Means in the category, we are having three different categories. In each category, we are having some sales amount. For each category, we are having some sales amount. Let's assume now customer want to say like in yearly, what is the sales for furniture category and what is the sales for office supplies and what is the sales for technology for in each year. So now what I am going to do is I am going to take the order date here. Now let's drag this order date. Now you can say furniture in 2017, this is the sale amount, and 2018, this is the sale amount, 19, 20, 20. So this is a one simple text table. Now actually coming to the definition of table calculation. Okay, so actually what is the mean by table calculation is table calculation is going to be table calculations are going to be computed on the Tableau local data. So table calculations are going to be computed on the Tableau local data. Means what does it mean by local data here? See guys, so here the local data is nothing but the data which is currently present in the visualization. The data which is currently present in the visualization. Now you can observe this is the data currently which we are having in our visualization. One dimension, sorry, two dimensions. One is a category and another one is a order date and one measure, sum of sales. Okay, by using these three fields, we have created a one simple visualization. Okay, now this is the data we are having present. Okay? Actually, and here what we can say is they are calculated based on the currently available data in the visualization. Guys, here visualization means here this is also one kind of visualization, right? So this is a text table. Now we are having different visualizations, bar graph, pie chart, whatever it may be. So whatever the data currently available in the visualization, based on that available data, these table calculations are going to be performed. Okay. And one more thing here, guys. So if you are having any filters, right? So for example, if you are having any filters or something, right? So it is going to ignore. It is not going to bother about what all are the filters you have applied. It is going to check what is the data available in this view. Like here, guys, sheet 7 to this bottom. What we can say is here, in this area, whatever the data is available, it is going to bother about this data only. It is not going to bother about the data, the fields which you have used to filter the data. It is not at all going to bother. Okay, you have to remember the table calculations. Simply you can say the table calculations are going to be performed in the visualization level. Whatever the data we are showing in the visualization, we are going to perform these calculations on this data. Okay, this is the definition wise. Now, how you are going to perform the table calculations? Okay, so now let me show you a simple example. Now here, guys, so here under marks card, okay, I have used one measure, sum of sales. Okay, so by using table calculations, what kind of things you can perform means the table calculations are going to be useful to transforming the values. Means you can transform the values, like whatever the values it is showing here, you are going to do the calculations on top of it. For example, if you want to do ranking, if you want to give the ranks based on the data, whatever is available in the visualization. So, and also if you want to show the running totals, okay, and also if you want to show the percentage of total. So each and everything, we are not going to write any calculation. Okay, here we are not going to write any calculation. Just we are going to decide how you want to perform the calculation, like in which, based on which direction you want to perform the calculation. Okay, so here in the table calculations, actually addressing and partitioning, we are having two concepts, addressing and partitioning. No one is going to ask in interview, but this is a Tableau terminology, addressing and partitioning. Addressing means, guys, nothing but like, addressing means like this is the way. Okay, and partitioning means, like for example, here you can see we are using only one dimension, the dimension category, and another dimension is order date. Now let's assume I am going to use one more dimension. Now let's drag this dimension like region. Okay, let's take the region here. Now you can see the data is divided, right? So now we are having region, category, and order date. Now here, what is the mean by partitioning means? Here, this is a partition, like this is a central related data, and this is a south related data. Okay, this is a one different portion, means different table kind of thing. In generally, this one we will call it as a pane, P-A-N-E, pane. Okay, so we will call it as a pane. So this is a one pane, and this is another pane. This is another pane, and west is another pane. So we are having 4 different panes in this text table. Now, by using addressing, right? So what we are going to do, actually, we are going to specify the direction. Direction, by using the direction, what we are going to tell is, we are going to tell how we want to calculate, how we want to provide the rankings. Like for example, if you want to provide the ranks based on this line, like in central region, if you want to give the ranking only for furniture categories, like in which year we are having more sales. If you want to give the ranking for furniture, so you are going to select this direction. Or if you want to provide the ranking for entire this central section, then you are going to take pane wise. Okay. Or if you want to provide, like if you want to give the ranking based on this top to bottom approach, bottom direction, top to bottom direction, then you are going to select the different approach. So those, how we are going to select is, we are having option called compute using. Compute using. So what is the main purpose of this compute using option is, we are going to specify based on which dimension, or like how you want to apply the calculation on the available data. You are going to specify by selecting the option. Okay, compute using option, we are going to specify in which direction you want to calculate the data. You want to apply this condition. Table calculations you are going to learn. Now, here guys, so just simply to apply any table calculations, what you have to do is, any measure field. Now you can say, if I will click on this measure drop down, whichever is available under marks card. So I am going to click on this drop down. Once you will click on drop down, now you can see quick table calculations. Quick table calculations. So now here you can see we are having different options. One is a running total, difference, percentage of total, rank, percentile, moving average, and compound growth rate, year over year growth. Okay, these are the different things available. Now, for example, if I will click on, for example, I am going to give the rank. Like rank, if I will give the rank means we can understand better. So for that, right, so what I am going to do is, I am not going to I want to display the values, along with that values I want to display the rank. Okay, so that's where what if I want to display the profit, sum of sales in 2 times, what I have to do, I have to duplicate the field. Okay, now I am going to duplicate the fields. So I am going to duplicate, and I am going to rename this field as sales original something. I modified it name. Okay, now here I am going to drag this one into text again. Now you can see guys, same value it is displaying. Now what I'm going to do is, a first value, whatever it is displaying the first place, right, 32,910, first value, first row. So I am going to keep that one as it is, and below this, whatever the field we have dragged sales original, I am going to apply the table calculations on this. Because why I am doing this way means, to understand how it is applying. If without seeing the original data, you cannot you may forget, right? So how it is applying. So it is again, we have to create another sheet. From there we have to compare line. Okay, so instead of that one, I am going to keep in the same visualization. Now here I am going to click on this drop down arrow. First thing, I am going to apply rank function. Let's see. Now quick table calculations, I am going to click on rank. Once I will click on rank, now you can observe the screen what is going to happen. Now guys, you can observe how the rank is applied now. Guys, just observe the screen. Now you can see the rank is applied in this direction, right? So here you can see this is a rank 1, and this is a rank 2, and this is a rank 3, and this is a rank 4. This is for furniture. This is for furniture. Now coming to technology, now you can see again we are having only 4 columns. So that's why again you can see this is the rank 1, this is rank 2, this is rank 3, and this is rank 4. This is for technology. Like this, now each and individual row, the ranks has been applied. Correct? The ranks has been applied in a each and individual row, like furniture, office supplies, technology. Again, furniture, office supplies, technology. In each region, for each category, the ranks has been applied. Now you can say, like, for example, if you will take the furniture, so if the customer will get to know, like in 2019, so we are having highest sales, then in 2020, then 2018 and 2017. Okay, so these are the different ranks. How the ranks is assigned here? The ranks has been assigned by based on the value. Whatever, whichever the year we are having maximum sales amount, so for that it is going to assign rank 1. Whichever the year we are having less sales, for that it is going to assign the lower rank. So this is how the rank is applied here. Now guys, so as I said, right, so by using compute options, we can change the direction, and you can, like for example, now the customer want to say in central region, in central, irrespective of the category, in central region, he want to apply the ranks for this entire pane. So how we are going to take the ranks for this entire pane? Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, total 12 values is there. Then it is going to display from 1 to 12 ranks. Okay? So this is if you are going with pane wise. Now guys, so now you can say in Tableau terminology, if we want to say like how it is displaying, how it is computing means this is a table across. This is a table across from left to right means this is a table across. We will call it as a table across. Then if the calculations are performed from top to bottom direction, then we can say this is a table down. This is a table across and it is a table down. Okay, so just remember the directions. This is a table across, this is a table down. Now let's see, now the calculation, like the ranks has been applied in the table across fashion. Now I want to change into table down, then what is going to happen? Let's see. Now how we are going to change? Now I am going to click on this drop down arrow again. Now you can see guys, so compute using option is enabled. Now before that, right, so just I am going to clear the calculation. Just observe these options: compute using edit calculation, clear table calculations, and quick table calculations. Now I am going to clear the table calculations. Once I will clear the table calculations, now if I will go again here, now you can see you are having only two options: add table calculations and quick table calculations. Whenever you have selected the specific calculation type, table calculation type, then only compute using option is going to enable. Okay. And one more thing here, one more option will come, that is edit table calculations. Okay. Now again, I am going to select the rank for now. So now I have selected the rank. Now you can see when I will click on drop down again. So if I will go to compute using option, now you can see it is showing table across. Guys, remember table across means from left to right. The calculation is applied from left to right for each and individual row. That is a table across. Now here you can see below the table across, we are having table down. We are having table down. If I will click on the table down, now observe the screen, what is going to happen. If I am going to click on table down, now observe the screen. So what happened, guys? So the ranks has been applied now. How ranks has been applied, guys? Any guess? Let's observe. Okay, top to bottom. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are having 12 values, means the ranks is going to be assigned from 1 to 12, right? Now here you can see for this we are having rank 1 because it is a maximum value from top to bottom. This is a for each column, guys. This is going to happen for each column: 2017 ranks and 2018 ranks and 2019 ranks. 2019 also it is going to start from 1 to n. 2020 also it is going to start from 1 to n. Okay, this is the table down. Table down means for each individual column the ranks is going to be assigned. Now let's Go back again. Now let's use the compute using option. Now table across then down. So what is the mean by table across then down? So how the calculation is going to be performed. Now guys, so in this case, what is going to happen is, let's first write. So how it is going to be is, it is like first it is going in this direction. Then after this, it is going to come here, second office supplies. Then from here, it is going to take the second line. Again, it is going to come to this third value like technology, then technology values. Then again, this way. Next, this one. Means it is going to come this fashion, guys. Okay. This is the, in this fashion, it is going to calculate. Now here, guys, so in this case, if I will apply that one, so what is going to happen is, now total, like for example, how many values we are having, guys? So we are having 48 marks total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 into 4, 48. Right? So now total 48 values we are having. Now how the ranks is going to be applied? Now it is going to show like 1 to 48, like how it is going to display. Let's see. Now I am going to click on this drop down again. Let's go to compute using option and table across then down. Table across then down means first it is going to, it is going to travel from left to right, and then it is going to come down, and again it is going to travel from left to right. Again it is going to come down one step, again left to right. So this is the process in the case of table across then down. So now I am going to click on this. Now let's see. Guys, now you can see it is going to start from rank 1 to 48 rank. Now you can see what is the maximum rank, where we can see the maximum rank 48. This is the 48, 16,003, and this is the rank 1. Means now what it has done is, it has considered the entire table values. It is going to consider entire table values, and it is going to search row by row. It is going to search for the maximum value. Wherever it can find the maximum value, it is going to assign the rank 1. Wherever it finds the minimum value, it is going to assign the least rank. So this is how the this functionality like table across then down is going to work. Is it clear, guys? So now the same case, right? So the same case with the table down then across. So the operation is going to be performed like, first it is going to travel from top to bottom. Then it is going to be in the next column, like it is going to travel in the next column, and again it is going to top to bottom again. Again it is going to be in third column, and again top to bottom. And again it is going to travel to bottom to top, and from here top to bottom. So this is how the table down then across is going to work. Now let's see the another functionality. Just compute using table down then across. So in this case, right, so both are going to give same result. There is no change because we are showing same values, correct? So both the cases, it is going to identify the maximum value, right? In both the cases, it is going to identify the maximum value, and it is going to assign the rank. So that's where you cannot find any difference between the ranks here. Is it clear, guys? So now we are having another option called pane down. Guys, now you can see here, pane down option is available. Now let's observe, I'm going to remove the region from here. I have removed the region from here. Now, if I will go to drop down, and if I will use compute using, you cannot say the pane down because we don't have any partition here. means we don't have any different panes, means individual tables. Okay. So now, for example, if I will use not only region, if I will use anything like category, subcategory, category already we are having, let's drag the subcategory here. Now you can see the ranks automatically based on the available data, automatically ranks has been increased now 65, 66, I can see. Okay, we are having a lot of things. Now here, this is a one pane and this is another pane and this is another pane. Okay, now we are having three different panes. Now I don't want to use this one because it is having maximum data, right? So large, it's very difficult to understand. So that's why I'm not using this one. Just first, guys, you have to understand the concept, guys, to apply anything. Okay, how it is working. Now, same. Now, whenever you are having these different pane-wise data, then you are going to get the pane down, pane across options. Okay. Now again, compute using. Now, when I will do pane down, what is going to happen is the ranks is going to be assigned. Pane down means like this is a one pane. First, it is going to take this is a one pane, and this is a east is another pane, south is another pane, and west is another pane. It is going to take it as a 4 panes. Now, pane down we have said, right? So pane down means what is going to do is it is going to assign the ranks in this fashion. 2017, 1, 2, 3 ranks. In 2018, 1, 2, 3 ranks. In 2019, 1, 2, 3 ranks. And 2020, 1, 2, 3 ranks. So now let's see how it is going to apply now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down of the sum of sales original field, and let's click on a compute using and pane down. Means each and individual pane. Just I highlighted only central region. In east, west, and south also it is going to happen same thing. Pane down. Now you guys can observe here. Now the ranks has been assigned in each individual pane wise. Is it clear, guys? So are you able to observe these rankings now? See now central region for 2017, 1, 2, 3, and east region, this is a different pane again. Now in different pane down means 1, 2, 3 ranks it's assigned. Now south also 1, 2, 3, west also 1, 2, 3. So this is how the ranks is going to be work when you will click on the pane down. Is it clear, guys? Pane down option. Right. So now the another option is pane across then down, pane across then down, pane down then across, pane across then down, and pane down then across. So both are going to give same result again. Okay. So now, guys, this is going to give different values in different, like if you are going to select a different table calculation type. Now we are using rank, so that's why we are not getting the difference. I will show you exactly what is the difference between pane across then down and pane down then across. When we are actually doing like running total or difference, when we are calculating the difference. So I will show you that one. Okay. For now, let's see this one. So now pane across then down means, again guys, pane means you have to remember this is a pane. East, now east is a one pane. This is a one pane, and west is a one pane, and south is a one pane, and south is a one pane, and central is a one pane. Now these are the 4 different panes we are having. Now pane across then down we are telling. Now pane across then down means like table across then down means what it has done means it has considered this whole table as a single table, right? Now in this case, entire table, whatever the values we are having, it is from that it identified the maximum value and it assigned the rank 1. Okay, and for the next lowest value it assigned to next 3, next 4, like that it is assigned the ranks. Now we are going to select pane across then down means it is not going to consider entire table. It is going to consider only the individual panes. Now first it is going to check central, means in central it is going to identify what is the maximum value and it is going to assign the rank one, and for the smallest one, last rank, it is going to assign. In each and every region the same thing is going to happen. Now I am going to click on this drop down. Let's go to compute using option and pane across then down. Once I will click on it, now you can observe here rank one is assigned to this one. Here rank one is assigned to this, and rank 2 here. This is the second highest value. Next, third highest value is this one. Fourth highest value is this one. So now the least value is this one, 12. This is the least rank. So this is how it is going to assign. Now in the, if you'll see, like here in the second east also, right? So this is the rank 1 and this is the rank 2 and this is the rank 3. So same way, 1 to 12. In south also 1 to n, west also 1 to n. This is the way it is going to assign the different ranks. Means whatever the option, guys, these options are very important, guys, in real time also. So how you want to represent, how the customer is expecting the calculation here. You are not going to write any calculation here. Whenever you want to do some like running total, or if you want to find out the difference, then what is the exact output the customer is expecting. So based on the customer output, you are going to choose the different option. Means how you are going to perform this calculation. You have to choose this option. Now, okay, so simple thing. Now, how this calculation is happened. Now I want to see the calculation behind it. So what I am going to do is simply I am going to double click on this field. Here, let me highlight this one. Now here, this sum of cells on this, right? So here you can observe, guys. So for this field, you can observe here. You can observe this field and the above field. This field is having one triangle symbol. See, whenever you can see one triangle symbol means, it means we have applied table calculations on this field. Whenever you can find a triangle symbol means you can say the table calculations, the table calculation applied on this field. Okay, you have to remember this one. So now what I am going to do is I am going to see the background calculation for it. So if you are good, so you can write the calculation. So how you are going to write the calculation means just see rank function. We are having rank function. So I'm going to I'm giving rank. Okay. So we are having rank function as well. So if you go to rank, then here expression ascending descending means expression means sum of cells. This is the expression. Means in the expression, what you are going to mention is rank, how you are based on which value you want to assign the rank. So that's where in the expression area, I mentioned sum of cells. Now here it is asking ascending, descending. Means ranks, it is asking ascending, descending. How I want to, it is asking us how I need to apply the rank. Either whichever is having lowest value, do I need to assign rank 1 for that value, or descending means whichever the value I find maximum, do I need to assign the rank 1 for that maximum value? It is asking us. So you have to specify how you want to assign the value. Either you want to assign rank 1 to maximum value or minimum value. Now I want to assign the rank for maximum value. So what I am going to mention is, I'm going to mention here descending. Okay, DESC. So DESC we have to keep in the single quotes case. DESC. So now this is the descending order. DESC. Ascending means ASC. Okay. So now in SQL queries, right? So if you guys like if you want to sort the data based on any field in database, whenever we are writing calculations also, you are going to use ASC or DESC, means descending and ascending. Now guys, so this is the calculation. So now you can say default table calculation, it is displaying. Okay, just I'm going to click on OK now. So now if I will drag this field here, now let's observe, I am going to drag this field here into text. Now, along with these two, you are going to get one more value. Okay. Now, for example, let's click on this. Now I am going to do here just this concept. I will explain you guys what is the mean. Original sales. Okay. Now coming to this one, I am going to give label like for this rank just, and the another one. Okay, I'm going to click apply. Now you can see I have given the labels for it. Okay, now I'm going to drag the rank in the text again. Okay, so now it is okay. Let me entire view. Okay, still it is not displaying. So let me remove these labels. I think it is occupying more space. Yes, and also here the space, right? So entire view I mentioned, so that's why it is not fit width. I will mention. Oh, yes. Okay. Now you can see, guys. Okay, so now how the ranks has been applied here. Now this is the rank function I have written. Okay, by writing the calculation, I have applied the rank. Now you can see by default it is applied table across, right? 4, 3, 1, 2, right? So by default it is going to apply table across. Now you can click on this and you can compute using again same thing you can do, or in the calculation itself. Let me edit this one calculation, and now you can see here, see results are computed along table across. It is showing message here itself. The results are computed along table across. Here if you want to change that option, now you can click on this. Now compute using automatic, it is there. Now instead of automatic, you can select here based on what you need. For example, if you need based on region. Okay, now if you'll click on OK, now you can see it is showing region. Now if I will click on apply, now you can see what is going to happen. Oh, nothing is happened. Okay, let me click here. Let me go to advanced. Now you can see addressing. See guys, here partitioning, addressing, we can say, right? So addressing and partitioning. So partitioning means how you want to based on what dimensions. If you want to partition, like how you want to partition, like how you want to partition the data. And addressing means based on what dimensions you want to address, like based on how we want to address this data. Now let me do one thing. So here we are using region category, right? So let me drag subcategory here. Oh, we are not having category. So category here. Okay, then this is automatic sort order field. Okay, so here again I am going to use region here. Let's add it, and yeah, let me click on OK. Let's see what is going to happen. Now at the level deepest, now you can see category region, it is displaying 2, and restart every category. Now guys, so here whatever I will mention that order, right? So here if I am going to click again, now here I am going to change this order. Okay, first I am going to keep region, then category. Now I am going to click OK. Now guys, so here the order here, right? So the order, whatever I mentioned, the process is going to be followed the same order. This is called addressing, how you want to perform the operation. Okay, this is main addressing link. First region it has to consider, then category. So this is the process it should follow. Now what I am going to do is at the level, so I am going to keep region, means now I want to calculate the, I want to give the ranks based on each region. Means in central region, what are the ranks I have, and west region, what are the ranks I have. So I want to do that way. So again, here restarting every, it is not displaying. Okay, let's see how it is going to apply. Just click on apply. Oh, still. Yeah, guys, now you can observe it has changed ranks 1, 2, 3. Guys, observe the last value. Is it changed, guys? It's changed, right? So this is how you are going to apply the ranks. Means you can use this option. So if you are not going to use this option, it's not necessary to use this option, guys, partitioning and addressing. Okay, it's not okay, it's not important. But here, instead of doing here, what you can do is you can change this order and everything from here by selecting compute using option. You can change it from here. Okay, this is the way you can play around it. Okay, is it clear, guys? So, and one more thing, guys. So here, oh sorry, guys, is this clear, guys? So what I have done, so what I have done till like in the calculation, edit calculation, what I have done, is it clear, guys? Guys, as I said, right, so you no need to change, you can mention automatic here. Okay, there is nothing wrong in that. You can mention here automatic. See, if you want to directly, if you want to do here itself, then you can do it, or else now you can see by default is table across. So the same options here you are going to get. Okay, table across, then table down, the same thing. Okay, so the same thing you are going to get it from here. Guys, clear or any confusion on here? Right. So, and one more thing here, right? So now I want to see what is the, see now this last thing I am going to remove this one. It's not required now. Now I want to see how the calculation is performed behind this. Okay. Now I am going to double click on this. Once I will double click on this, now you can see I got one calculation. Now control A, control C, I have copied this one. Now let's edit this calculation, rank calculation. Now I am going to comment this one, whatever is available, and I am going to paste this new calculation here. Now you can see the rank sum of sales original. Guys, whatever we have done, it is same, right? But here we mentioned the order as well. Okay, but here the order is not specified, ascending or descending. Now if you click on it, right, so here we are not going to get again. Okay, click on OK. Now if you drag this field again here, now you can see it is going to, by default, it is going to be applied on table across. And by default, guys, so why whenever you will edit this calculation, why it is not mentioned means automatically ranks, we are going to give the ranks for maximum value, we are going to give rank 1, and minimum value we are going to give last rank, right? So that's where the default functionality is automatically it is going to assign rank 1 for maximum value. So that's where here we didn't mention. In this calculation, whatever the calculation we have written also, guys, here also we can remove that one. So automatically it is going to here also we can remove this one. Just you can mention the rank sum of sales. In this case also the values is not going to change. Now you can see still it is having rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. Now if you want to give for minimum value rank 1, now for example 32,000, if customer asked you to give the minimum value rank 1, then what you have to do is you have to mention ASC, ascending order. Now if you click on apply, now you can see ASC or ASC, ASC, correct. Now this is fine, so why it is not changing? Let me edit this, guys. So let me remove this field, so don't get confused. So I am going to keep only this one. Now I want to give the ranks based on ascending order. Okay, means for lowest value I need to assign rank 1 and maximum value rank 4. Now again edit this rank calculation, edit. So here ascending ASC, right? So let me give small case, guys. So I think ASC. Okay, so apply. Yeah, now you guys can see it is not accepting the caps letter, so we have to give the small case. Okay, so here you can see for small value rank 1 is assigned for maximum value, the last rank has been applied. So this is how you can use whatever we have used last time, right? So capital letters, so it didn't apply. Okay, so now you can see when we mention descending order, the first rank is assigned for the maximum value. If you will remove this one also, the ranks is going to be same. It is not going to change because by default, the ranks is going to be assigned for maximum value. Is it clear, guys? So how we can see the backend calculation, how it is performed when you apply any table calculation. Okay. Are you guys clear or any doubt, guys, on this concept? Guys, these table calculations are very important. So most of the scenarios we are going to use this. Most of the scenarios means depends on the requirement again. Okay. So for example, if you want to show the percentage of total or like each region wise percentage, let me show you the percentages now. Okay. Guys, these are the values we are having, right? So are you guys clear, right? So concept wise you guys are clear, right? Yeah. Now again I am using the sales original field again. Okay, and here just I am going to increase the size a little bit. Yeah, these are the values we are having. So let me use this standard, guys. Okay, fine. So this is the standard one. So here you can see again I am using two values for each row, like office supplies, two values. One is sales. Both are showing same values because this sum of sales whenever duplicate, right? So it is going to take the sum of sales value only. Here you can see the duplicate sales original. You can edit this field. Now you can see here sales only. It is displaying. Okay. So just we are just instead of showing one value, we are displaying two values. Okay. Same value we are displaying. Now guys, so what I want to do is I want to show the percentage. I want to show the percentage. So the customer is expecting the percentage. See guys, percentage is how it is going to be whenever means how the percentage is going to be calculated, guys. In general, the percentage. Now, for example, let me give simple example. Okay. Let me create one simple thing. So now I have a region and I have a sales. Okay. Now I want to know the percentage of each region. Like what is the sales percentage in each region? I want to find out. What is the sales percentage? Sorry. Exactly. Now, yeah. Now, in this case, what we can do is, sum of sales divided by, now what we have to write? Sum of sales divided by, again sum of sales. Yeah. Now flower bracket, just sum of sales into 100, right? Sum. Again, we have to use it here because it is going to throw aggregate, non-aggregate, right? So now calculation is valid into 100. So enter. So this one I have to make it text. Now guys, so you can see this is the percentage, right? So which is having more value. So that is 31%, 29, 21 and 17%. If you will add up all these percentages, guys, so it should give 100%, correct? It should give 100% or not? Yes. Now you can see here where it is showing percentage. Okay, so one second, guys. So let me just in this case, what I'm going to use, I am going to use measure names here, and here measure values I am going to drag. I want to display side by side. So I want to give I want to display in a textual format. So now, okay, I have a lot of, so just remove this, remove this. So let me hold shift key, control shift. Yeah, just remove entire thing. Oh, sorry. I want to keep two things. Okay, just remove all this. Yeah. Now here, this one I'm going to bring here, and this one I'm going to bring here. Now, this is the percentage. Now sales marginal, I don't want to display, just remove it. So this is the percentage. Now here, actually it is just format change. So I want to display the decimal places, number custom and decimal places I am showing. Okay, fine. Now here guys, so let's give the totals for this. So let's go to analytics and totals and column grand totals. Now you can see it is going to be 100%, right? So always, whenever you will create a percentage, the percentage should give 100% guys. Okay. This is the distribution. Now the same way here, whenever you are going to like here, right? Oh, sorry guys. So Tableau automatically it got closed. So let me open it again. See, whenever yeah. So here, so guys, so whenever here, right? So we have written a calculation to get the percentage. But here by using the table calculations, we don't need to create any calculation to get the percentage. Okay. So now here just simply what I am going to do is clicking on this arrow mark, quick table calculations and percentage of total, percent of total. Once I will click on percent of total, now you can see the percentage has been created. Now let me drag this. So to show this one, right? So just I am not going to use south and west. Okay, it will give confusion, right? So we are having lots of numbers. So just I am going to exclude this one. Means I am going to apply the filter. Just I have selected only two things, central and east. Now guys, so if I will add the totals, now you can see column grand totals. And also I am going to apply the row grand totals. Now you can see guys. So if you see here, now it is applied based on the table across. So that's why you can see the percentage total row wise, each and every row, it is showing 100%, correct? Okay, now you can see here, if you go to compute using option, now you can see table across, it applied. Now, if you want to get the total percentage, overall percentage, the customer is not at all going to bother about the region wise or whatever it may be. Just he want like the overall percentage, means overall means like in which region, which central category. He want to compare entire data and he want to give the percentage. Now in that case, right? So I will go to drop down and compute using, then what I have to give table, right? If I will click on the table, now you can see guys, whatever you will do this sum, it is going to be 100%. And this one, whenever you will do sum of this thing, it is going to give 100%. Now the percentages is calculated based on this entire table values. Entire table values. Now if we'll sum up all these values, whatever, all these percentages, now you are going to get the 100%. Means now the percentage is calculated based on the entire data. Now I want to calculate the percentage based on each region. I want to know each region how each category is performing in each year. So now what I'm going to do is just I am going to click on this compute using, then I am going to use pane wise. Just I am going to click pane. Now you can see here it is going to be 100%. Now here it is showing 100%. Again, is this applied? Okay, let me do one thing guys. So here, okay, let me give totals, subtotals. Now here you can observe this game guys. So here for this Once you will sum up all these things, you are going to get 100%, which is showing here. Now for this, this is the 100%. Sorry, this is the 100%. Okay, this is the overall 100. This is the grand total. This is a grand total. This is a subtotal. Subtotal means this total means only for this east region, and this total is for only central region. Okay, so this is how we can see. Now the percentage is calculated only for central region, and this here in the another pane for east region, because we have selected the option pane option. Okay, so guys, so this is how you are going to use different options, depends on your requirement. Okay, here have you created any calculation, guys? You haven't written any calculation. Now if you want to see the background thing, so you can see now Control A, Control C. Now guys, so one more thing, here we are having total function, so I forgot to mention that one, total. So that is actually when I will explain the calculations, I will explain. Okay, no problem. So this is the calculation it applied. Now total means it is going to take the total values. Okay, total values. So here total also we can use, or fixed we can use it. Okay, see guys, so this is the calculation. It has been created behind the scene. This is the calculation it used to create to show the like what we can say percentage. Is it clear, guys? And here, guys, so we are having one more thing, like for example, let's say I'm going to clear this. Now guys, so just I'm going to remove this one as well. I'm going to display only one sales. Now guys, so difference is very important, guys. So now most of the scenarios, right, the people will ask, I want to find out the difference from previous value, current value to previous value, right? So for example, now in this scenario, same scenario, yeah, now I'm not going to use the category here. Let's assume, and I'm going to remove these grand totals as well. So to remove the grand totals, guys, so what I'm going to do is just go to analysis, totals, just unselect this one. Okay, from here itself, guys, not only you can directly drag it from here, or you can go to analysis and go to totals, and you can apply the totals. Okay, fine, guys. Now you can observe here, just I have yeah, instead of this one, still I will simplify this one. So just I'm going to remove this one. Yes, now I have only this data, means just sales data. In 2017, this is the sale amount, overall sales days. In 2017, this is the overall sales. In 2018, this much, 2019 and 2020. Now the customer is asking the difference amount compared to current year and previous year. Okay, now how you are going to find out the difference? Now again here I am going to use the original sales version, right? Now here sum of sales original, this is the original value. For reference purpose, I am going to keep as it is. And now I am going to click on this drop down, and here quick table calculations. Now here I am going to use the difference, either difference, percentage difference, whatever you will use both of this. What is going to happen is you are not going to get compute using option. We have seen compute using option, right? Whenever we will select percentage or rank. In this case, whenever you are going to find out the difference, you are not going to get compute using option. You are going to get relative to. Relative to. Here, what is the mean by relative to? Means this difference amount, whatever the difference amount you are getting, how the difference should be calculated, you are going to select by using to relative option. Means here by default, what is going to happen is whenever you will select the difference, what is going to happen is it is going to take, it is like in 2018, this is the current value minus this value. Now you are going to get minus 13,000 because here in 2017, if you can see, we are having 4,84,000. In 2018, we are having 4,70,000. It means compared to previous year sales, this year sales has decreased. It's not increased, it's decreased, correct? So that's where you can say we are having negative. And coming to 2019, now this value minus previous value means 2000 value 4,70,000 means 609,206 minus 4,70,533. Now it is a positive, it is increased. So that's why it is not showing negative symbol, minus symbol. So again, in this case, the current value minus previous value. So this is how the difference is calculating. Now guys, so here it is not going to display anything because there is a no previous value. So that's why it is not going to show any value. Right? So now, as I said, we are having relative to option. So what is the use of relative to means? By default, as I said, the current value difference means current value minus previous value. Now, one second, guys. Yeah. So now customer want to find out the difference means starting year. Means like, for example, he want to compare like all the difference, like 2018 difference, 2018 minus 2017, and 2019 minus 2017, and 2020 minus 2017. Always he want to find out the difference with the initial year or initial month or initial date in the month. Now, how you are going to find out? So in these cases, we are going to get relative to option. Relative to. Now let's click on this drop down. Now you can see here relative to. Now you can see it is by default, it is a previous. And next is there. Next means what is going to happen is 484 minus 470. Now the value is going to get here. 470 minus 609. 609 minus 733. So it is going to be in reverse direction. Now let's see. Next. So this is how it is going to be. Okay. Now, if, for example, now you can see first to last. First means it is going to consider 2017. As I said, right? So now here you can see 2018 minus 2017, 2019 minus 2017, and 2020 minus 2017. So these are the different amounts we are getting. And the last means 2017 minus 2020, 2018 minus 2020, 2019 minus 2020. Now let me show you that. So relative to last. Now you can see all are negative because in 2020 we are having 7 lakhs. Here 6 lakhs, so that's why negative. Here 4 lakhs, so that's why negative again, 4 lakhs negative. So this is how the difference is going to be calculated. Now here, what is the calculation behind this? Guys, in interviews, right? So the people may ask, like, I want to, how to find out the difference value from the previous value. So then you can say, we can use the difference function. So then after that, I can use the relative. But people may ask how you are going to write the calculation. So guys, so whenever if you want to find out the difference, then what you have to use is lookup function we have to use. In Excel file, if you are aware of the lookup function, in Excel, we are having a lookup function. Lookup function, what it will do means, for comparison purpose, we are going to use the lookup function. Means lookup means just see. Now here, just to write the calculation, okay? Here guys, so what we have to do? Okay, sales, right? So let me write sum of sales minus, right? Sum of sales minus lookup of, means now what I am trying to do is sum of sales I am taking, and this, for example, let's assume here this is the sum of sales in 2018 year. Now With this, what I want to do, I want to minus the previous value. So lookup of sum of sales. What I am trying to tell you is just take for the previous value, sum of sales, and here you can see lookup expression. You want to mention the offset value. Here, offset value means the number of positions back. Like if you want to go for one value or two values or three positions, means here, for example, let's assume this is a current position. It's always in 2018, it is the current position. If you are looking for 2019 data, this is the current position. If you are looking for the 2020 data, this is the current position. Offset value, how you are going to define is from current value to previous value. If you are thinking 2020 is a current, like if you are looking for 2019, then this is going to be your current value. And previous value, offset value, if you want to compare with previous, then this is the 2018 going to be -1, 2017 going to be -2, like this. Okay, this is mean offset value. Offset means how many positions you want to go back, means with which position you want to compare. Just I'm going to give offset value is -1. If I will give -1 means it is going to compare the values with previous value. Okay, so now here you can see, just I'm going to click on okay difference. So just I'm clicking on apply. Now guys, so I'm going to use this in a text. Now you can see this, whatever we have received while using this option, same values we got it, right? So this is how we can write the calculation. So guys, so now if I will double click on it, now you can see Control A, Control C. Now here they have used last function because we are comparing the values with last. So that's why. So just small changes. Guys. So now let's difference. So edit. So guys, now let's observe, this is the calculation. ZN sum of sales original minus lookup of sum of sales original. Here, instead of -1, they have taken last function. Last function, why they have taken means all values they are going to compare with the 2020 value. So that's where here it is showing last. Instead of last, if I will keep -1, then you can observe the values gonna be same. Now you can see, just I will click on apply. Now you can see the values will be same. There is no change here. Okay, if I will keep instead of 1, if I will keep last, whatever you are displaying in the second row, the same values you are going to get. Now see the same values. If I will keep here instead of last, if I will keep first, then what is going to happen is it is going to compare, it is going to take the difference from current value to first value. Always first value means 2017 year. Now you can see this is going to be like this. Guys, is it clear how it is working? Right. So guys, calculations, right? Whenever you are just you are comparing, right? So you want to compare with the previous value, just automatically the lookup function should come into your mind. Just keep that one. Okay. If you are going to compare the current value with the previous value, always you should remember you have to use lookup function. Guys, these are the calculations in real time. Generally, we used to write this. Okay. So if I want to explain the calculations, I can go with directly like minimum, maximum, right? I can go with that. But everyone will know those functions, right? So at least we are these kind of calculations you are able to write, you are able to practice, right? Then like guys, so whenever you are writing calculation, now let's see here what I try to do here. Just my requirement sum of sales. Whenever I will take sum of sales, what is going to get each, like the guys, if I am not mentioned anything, just sum of sales means whatever the dimension we mentioned here, each in that dimension, whatever the data members we are having, each data member will get some value. Okay. So For that, it is going to be assigned. Now, for example, if I will look for 2019, then the sum of sales, like by default, the 2019 sales will be there. So that's where I have taken sum of sales. Now, what I want to do, if I assume 2018 is the current value, then I want to look for the previous value. How I will look for the previous value? By using lookup function. So you have to think like this. Then only you will get to know how to write the calculation. At least you might not know the function, so first time or second time. So definitely you can, if you'll Google it or something, right? So how to find out lookup. Maximum whoever is having some little bit of experience in Excel, right? They will come to know lookup function. Okay, right. So so this is going to be like this. So this is how we can find the difference. And right, guys, so for example, now a simple thing, just I am going to explain. Now, generally, the people will ask like, now I want to display the symbols like KPIs, key performance indicators, how I am performing. Now, in this case, right, so what we are going to do is we are going to display the symbols instead of values, whether it is a negative value compared to previous value or positive value. Okay. So now here, what I am going to do is, guys, just marks, I am going to change it. Just I am going to explain, I will explain you later this concept KPIs. Okay. So just I'm going to make it shapes. Now you can say it is displaying 4 shapes now. Okay. Now, how these values should display? Like, for example, in my case, my requirement is I want to display whenever positive value means it should show a green arrow mark, negative means a red arrow mark with which is pointing to bottom, and 0 means it should display like neutral kind of some color. Okay, I want to display like that. So how I will display these symbols? So now what I am going to do is I am going to write a one calculation here. Okay, so the calculation will be, okay, so now I am going to mention just API for this. Here what I am going to write is if so how to write this? If difference, right? So here we are displaying difference values only, right? So if difference equal to 0, then neutral. In spellings I am weak, guys, so don't worry. So, and after this, if else statement, you guys know, right, how to write if else or case when. So now I am using if else if difference less than 0, then negative. Else if difference greater than 0, then positive. End. So guys, remember, whenever you are writing any calculation with if or anything, case or anything, so end statement should be mandatory. Okay, now I'm done with my calculation. Now in this, what I mentioned is wherever the difference is 0, then neutral, and difference is less than 0, then negative. If difference is greater than 0, then positive. Means whatever the difference amount we are displaying, I mentioned like wherever the difference amount is 0, neutral, less than means negative values means negative, positive means positive. Just I'm going to display these names now. Let's see. Just I'm going to click OK. Now here the KPI field is available here. Now what I am going to do is I am going to drag this field into shapes. Now you can see, guys, so null, positive, negative, 3 different different shapes is available here. See, neutral, zero, null, zero, it is displaying. And here you can see, okay, here guys, so one more thing, like here we are having actually null, right? So just I want to display the zero, wherever null is there, I want to display by default zero. Okay, we are having null handling functions, guys. So I will explain you that concept as well. Just in the earlier calculation, I think you might have seen ZN function here, right? ZN. ZN means it's a like wherever you are having null in the measures, then automatically it is going to convert into a zero. Now here we are having null, right? In this calculation, then here I am going to use ZN of, means wherever it will find null, means blank, then automatically it is going to assign to zero. Now you can see, just once I will click on apply, now you can see. Okay, here. Okay, let me KPA, let me KPA. Yeah, if I will apply there also nothing problem. So ZN, here also you can apply, guys, no worry. ZN. Guys, don't like just don't think like it's a complex. Okay, once you will try to analyze, think, right? So it is going to be very easy. Now you can see, guys, so earlier this symbol was different, it is showing circle because it was showing null. Now it is showing neutral because just what I have done is wherever there is a null, just I converted whatever, whenever I will use the function ZN, it is going to be converted into a zero. Okay, I will explain you guys that null handling functions. Now these are the different shapes. Now neutral means I want to display this one. Neutral means just I am going to double click, guys. Here observe, just I am going to double click on this. This is the one way, or you can go to this drop down and edit shapes. This is the second option. And third option is you can click on this. Okay, you are going to get same window. Now here in the default shapes, just we are having KPIs. Okay, just KPIs I have, or you are having some arrow marks as well, 10 arrows, or we are having some more, yeah, arrows, right? These are the different arrows. Now guys, so neutral means neutral I'm leaving now for now. Negative means, as I said, drop down, and positive means you have to select first this one left side item, data item, then you have to click on this arrow. And after that, I want to apply for neutral different symbol. So different symbol means I will keep this one, or red, or some this one black. So neutral, I am going to keep this one. Just click on apply. Now you can see, guys. Now I am going to remove the labels. Now is this giving KPIs, guys? How it is performing compared to, like, without showing the actual values, just what we are. 1 second, please. Hello. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Sure. Okay. నేను ఇవాళ నీకు కన్ఫర్మ్ చేసేస్తాను, నైట్ కన్ఫర్మ్. ఓకే, రైట్. Now guys, so this kind of visualizations we will call it as a KPIs, means just key performance indicators, we will say, like how it is progressing. Like we are just comparing with the previous value and we are displaying in a symbol. Like by looking at these symbols, user will come to know how it is performing when comparing with the previous values, right? So is this clear, guys? Just already we were there, right? So just I explained this concept. Okay. So just nothing to create the KPIs. Just you have to use shapes, guys. First, to create any KPIs, you have to use the shapes. Then how like how you want to display these things, right? So based on what you want to create these KPIs, right? So whatever the calculation I have written here, the same the calculation or direct field, whatever you are, just you have to use in the shapes. Then after that, you are going to edit the shapes and you are going to choose the different shapes. Here, guys, so if the shapes, uh, like if you want to use some custom shapes, then you can use the custom shapes as well. So these are the small things, guys, I will explain. Okay. But you have to be, guys, you have to be clear on the calculation part. Calculation is more important when we are going to work in the real time. Okay. The remaining things easily we can get it. And right, so guys, I'm not telling these are a lot of simple things, but how, like if I will use any field either in in the marks card or column shelf, row shelf, how the data is displaying in the view, how we can change it in different way, that is also important. I'm not telling it is not important, but to work wise it is important. Okay. For interview purpose you have to be concentrate on the only topics. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Clear, right? This concept, we are done with the table calculations, guys. And one more thing, guys. So here we are having, I think, percentile. Okay. The percentile means generally the percentile is going to be calculated uh, in mathematical, right? So there is a calculation formula. So if, for example, the percentile means zero, 1%, 2%, 10%, 20%, 30%, 70%, 100%, 99%, the percentage. Actually, the percentile means from the given, for example, let's assume I want to calculate, for example, you are having random numbers. Let's assume just, let me, so you are having 1, 23, 45, 13, 34, 23, 67, 56. Like this, you are having some random numbers, guys. The percentile means here, actually 60 percentile. If you want to know the 60 percentile, so what they are going to do in generally how it is going to work is, first it is going to be ordered in a ascending to descending. Ascending to descending means small, then 1, 13, 23, 23, 45, like this. Then 60% means it is going to take this one, okay, near to here. Then 60% means like how many values before this 60% it is going to calculate. So some calculation, some logic is there behind it. Okay. So it is going to calculate the percentage, how many values will fall under below 60%. Okay. That is called as a 60%. Means how many values are going to fall below 60%. Now this is how it is going to calculate generally. Okay. In mathematically. So in Tableau also it is going to follow same approach. Now let me show you one thing. So here, okay, instead of, let me remove this one. So instead of sum of sales, I'm going to make it, I'm going to take only one region, guys. So just to apply the filter, just I'm going to take east, south, west out. Only I'm taking central region. Then after that, I'm going to make analysis. I'm removing the aggregations. Now these are the different values I am having. Now guys, so these are the different values. See guys, so how many values we are having? Okay, this many values we are having. Now I want to know the 60% or 100% or something. So now the percentile, as I said, right? So let's go to sales. Now quick table calculations, percentile. So if I will click on percentile, now you can see what it is displaying. The maximum values, whatever in thousands, right? So you can see 69%, 69%, 68%. So it is showing some percentages. What is this means like below this will fall under below 69% or something. It is displayed. Okay. So the percentile is nothing but how many values are going to fall below this. So on top of that, it is going to calculate the percentage. Okay. Briefly, I will explain you tomorrow, guys. Okay, on this, like how I can calculate this percentage and everything. Okay. So percentile, the people may ask how you are going to calculate the percentage. Okay. So we are having one percentile function as well, guys. So we are having percentile function. So if you'll see the percentile. Now, guys, if you'll see here the percentile, if you'll see the description, aggregate calculation that returns the percentile value from the given expression corresponding to the specified number. Valid values for the number are 0 through 1. 0 through 1 means expression 0.50 will always returns the median value in the expression. Example, percentile sales 0.90 means this is just like a calculation how it is going to work. It is telling. Now, for example, if I want to calculate percentile, right? So I am going to find out the 60% of the profit. So I am going to give profit here, comma. Here I am going to mention 0.60. So this is how we are going to mention 60%. Now, if you'll click on OK, now once you will use this one, like let's remove this one, sales, just drag the profit, like here, no need to use this one. Just what is the calculation this? So it is calculation for it. Yeah. Let me drag into text. Is this correct? What we have written? Yeah. Here it is showing aggregate. So let's go to analysis, aggregate measures. So now, guys, so here you can see this is the 8.935 it is giving. Means this is the percentile value, 60 percentile value. If I will increase it to like 0.70, now you can see how the values is going to change. See, if I will increase to 50, now it is going to give median as it said. Okay. Now, if you'll give 90%, the percentile value is going to change. So this is how it is going to work, guys. So, okay, guys. So I am stopping for today. Okay. So we will connect tomorrow. Guys, just practice these all things.